Good afternoon YouTube, Xfile2708 back again with another pickups video. As you can see from the thumbnail, myself and the girlfriend had a trip across to Hartlepool, tail end of last week I think it was, and we popped in to see my good friend Susie over at the Horror Asylum. She's been posting a hell of a lot of new additions horror-wise to the shop on her Facebook page recently. Since myself and the girlfriend last went in probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, honestly, she's got 2 to 3 times as much stuff in there as she had previously. And my god, there's some absolute gems of horror items in there. So if you're into your horror, guys, and you're up in the northeast, then honestly I can't recommend Horror Asylum highly enough. So absolutely superb selection, everything from t-shirts, pop vinyls, Blu-rays, collectible ornaments, literally anything whatsoever you can think of horror merchandise wise. Susie gets into the shop, and she does some absolutely superb prices on stuff as well. So if you recall last time when I went across, which was my first visit there since the shop opened, I picked up the Child's Play Blu-ray on 4K and the Return of the Living Dead big tin sign as well. So like I say, Susie's been bombarding her Facebook page with updating new stock and things like that, and one of the posts she had put on was that she had got a load of horror Blu-rays in. So, you know, as you can see from my collection down here, this is just half of the movie room that myself and Ghost Lou have got downstairs. I'm back into collecting everything physical media physical media wise, whether it's horror or non-horror stuff, but primarily horror, and including the video nasties that you can see on the shelf behind. Now I wasn't able to pick up any video nasties that I needed, but as I've mentioned previously, I am looking over the coming months to rebuild my my horror Blu-ray, horror collection in general, on physical media, with clearing everything out a couple of years ago. As I've said time and time again, massive regret trying to go digital and getting rid of everything that I had on physical media. But there were some lovely additions on DVD and Blu-ray that Susie had in the shop, and they were excellent prices as well. So I think what she tends to do is look at the average price that stuff's selling for, whether that's on the likes of CX or eBay, and then she makes sure that that the prices she charges are under those prices as well. So some really good deals on these. So I think there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's 8 Blu-rays and 4 DVDs. So I'll start with the DVDs first. First one, and these were all £1 each as well. So don't take any notice of the prices in the corner. I think she'd just had a load of these DVDs brought in, and she hadn't got round to pricing them up. But because Susie knows me, she said have a look through the bags, and anything you want, just £1 each. So was more than happy to grab some horror DVDs for the collection. So first up, guys, we have the original Crazies. So I think this was 1972 potentially, I think it was. But yeah, George A. Romero's The Crazies. Massive fan of this one. Big fan as well of the remake. So if you haven't seen the remake, again, that's another really good one that that I do recommend. But yeah, it was great for just £1 to get the original Crazies back into the collection. So there we go. That's the first DVD. Next up, oh my god, no glasses. There's a surprise. I have actually been trialing wearing my glasses again this week. So I have had a couple of days this week where I've had my glasses on, but needless to say, they are not making an appearance in this video as normal. Now I can't remember if this was a TV. I'm pretty sure I started watching this on the Fire Stick. I'm sure it was however many episodes it was. Oh my god, the writing, so tiny. There you go, 245 minutes. So I think they did this as TV episodes, and I was a couple of episodes into it, but I was really enjoying it. But yeah, great to have this one on physical media. Again, for just £1. So Stephen King's Rose Red. So pretty sure, like I say, this was one of the Stephen King ones that they did as, what's the phrase, episodic? I don't know, TV episodes anyway. I'm pretty sure they did it as individual episodes. So I'll have to track whereabouts I got watching it on the Fire Stick, and then I can carry on watching it on physical media. So there we go, there's Rose Red. So seem to remember I really enjoyed the first couple of episodes on this one, so it'd be good to carry on watching that one through. Next up, modern day thriller horror that I used to have on Blu-ray, but again it was in the bag of DVDs that Susie had got in, and it had a slippy, so I wasn't going to turn it down for £1, but it is one that I'll upgrade to Blu-ray at some point down the line. So as you can see, there we go, slippy. So apologies if my camera angle is slightly different to normal. So I had a well, I would say I had an accident with the tripod, but that sounds all kinds of weird and will get me all sorts of odd comments, I'm sure. But yeah, my tripod, it's one of these ring light tripods that, I don't know, 20 quid on Amazon or whatever it was, and you have to turn and click it to make the tripod go up and down and all that jazz. And I went to start recording this and the tripod just went boop like that, and I don't know. Anyway, it all went tits up, and I've been messing around for the last 10 minutes trying to get the tripod to stay up with me camera going up and down. So it was going to be one of those days, wasn't it? Anyway, wafflage. I keep doing it. There we go. The Gift. Great modern day horror thriller, this one. Couple of years now since I've watched it. I think it's one of the Blumhouse releases. But yeah, really enjoyable one. So, like I say, not seen it for a couple of years, so looking forward to rewatching that one again very shortly. So there we go, The Gift. And then the last DVD, it had an evil clown on the front. Never seen the film, but if it's got an evil clown, you know, short of your Pennywise movie and Terrifier without the clown, any of the clowns, you know, it's more than likely going to be a really shit budget movie. But I'm a sucker for that sort of thing, so I picked up Bad Candy. So yeah, if any of you guys have actually seen this one before, yeah, let me know in the comments if it's one you enjoyed or not. So, like I say, for £1, you know, I like the cover art on it, and if it's got creepy clowns in, then I always enjoy them for what they are. So there we go, that's Bad Candy. Oh, it's actually an anthology. It says on the back in writing that I can actually read. A contemporary anthology of fresh horror starring Slipknot's Corey Taylor, Zach Galligan and Derek Russo. There we go, so it might be half decent. So yeah, if anyone has seen that one before, let me know in the comments. So Bad Candy. Right, and then we're on to the Blu-rays. So like I say, no nasties, but probably being recorded tomorrow. I've got a special video to do. I'm not going to reveal what it is, but it's going to be entitled something special anyway. So there's going to be a couple of nasties as part of that. So yeah, there's that one, and myself and Ghost Lou were out today. So I've got another 2 pickups videos to do between this special one and what myself and Ghost Lou picked up when we were out and about today. So both of those will be recorded, probably one tomorrow, scheduled for early next week, and then another one potentially towards the tail end of the week. So watch this space. Right, next Blu-ray, or first Blu-ray from the haul from Horror Asylum. Again, we got a bit of slippage. There we go. So, some really nice titles Susie had on Blu-ray. So, I'm potentially going to go back in the next few weeks and grab a chunk more. So, I shouldn't be announcing where I got these from, otherwise people up here in the northeast are going to go along and grab them all before I get a chance to go back. So, but yeah, there we go. We have the remake of Pet Sematary that came out a few years ago. I've seen this one a couple of times since it came out. It's not a bad one. I don't mind it. Obviously, not a patch on the original. Was it 1989? I think it was. Pet Sematary, which I think I've already got on Blu-ray down here. But yeah, the remake is a half decent watch if you don't wear the old spectacles where you're comparing it to the original. If you treat it for a film in its own right, I thought it was half decent. So that's the first Blu-ray, guys, Pet Sematary. Next up, this is an upgrade for me, so I have got it on DVD on the unit behind me. Absolutely love this film. This is the sequel. Love the original, and really looking forward to the third one that they're doing in the trilogy for this movie, which has been announced, I don't know, maybe in the last month or so. And the film itself is 28 weeks later. So like I say, massive fan of 28 Days Later. So I've got this one and 28 Days Later on the shelf behind. And yeah, thoroughly... Oh my God, I can't talk again. I promise I haven't had a drink this afternoon. So, 28 years later, which has been announced with, what's his name, Cillian Murphy, I think it is. Going to be in it, and obviously Danny Boyle, I think, is doing it again. So thoroughly looking forward to what they do with 28 years later. But for now, yeah, nice upgrade from my DVD. So let's say I've only been recollecting physical media for the last few months now. I think start of the year I started getting physical media back again. So a lot of stuff I've picked up dirt cheap that I've wanted on DVD, and then just over the coming months where I can upgrade them to either Blu-ray, or if they're up there as one of my favourites, I'll upgrade to 4K if versions are available. So there we go, 28 weeks later. Now I thought I'd seen this one before, but I think it's more than likely I've actually, been over, say, in HMV and seen it on the shelf, but not brought it before. But again, it's another one with a slip. So this is 1989's Parents. So, like I say, I had to look on my Letterboxd, and I've not watched it before. So, like I say, it's probably one of those that I've seen when I've been out and about in HMV and the likes. But yeah, Susie had it for a good price in Horror Asylum, and it was complete with the slip. So there we go. That's 1989's Parents. So if anyone is a fan of this one, let me know if you think I'll enjoy it. It's the Vestron video release collector's series. But yeah, audio commentary, isolated score selections, featurettes, theatrical trailer, radio spots, still gallery, etc. But yeah, if anyone's a fan of Parents, then yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, if it's one you think I'll enjoy. Now, next up, we've got a horror comedy, and this one's got some slippage action. Try saying that when you've had a couple of rum and cokes. Slippage action. There we go. So we have Snatchers, which I think was a horror comedy 2019, I think it was. Only ever seen it once, quite enjoyed it. But it has been one that's, since I've been back into collecting physical media, I wanted to get back again to give it a second watch and see if I enjoy it that bit more. So, like I say, it's slippage. So there we go, Snatchers. So do like my horror comedies. Shaun of the Dead being my favourite. Probably followed in second place by Tucker and Dale versus Evil. And then I would say Cockneys versus Zombies, which I've got on DVD on the unit behind, and hopefully rewatching that one in the next couple of days. That's a long overdue rewatch, so thoroughly enjoy that film. Next up, creature feature, and it is Crawl. Now, I've seen this one a couple of times before, but it is one of those creature features that I really enjoyed. So there's been some absolute terrible ones done over the years, but this one I thought they did really, really well with. And it is one that I really enjoy sitting down and watching. So anyone else a fan of this one, let me know. But yeah, this was, I think, £4 it was from Horror Asylum. So figured I'd pick this one back up on physical media and add it into the collection. And again, going on the pile for a rewatch very shortly. Next up, now I didn't even know about this release. I thought it got a Arrow release, but it obviously came out on Blu-ray from whoever this releases. I think it's MGM, so yeah, it must have had this Blu-ray release before Arrow picked it up for their regular release and the special edition that they did. And it is the original Carrie. So this one's still sealed, which super chuffed with, but it will be getting cracked open and rewatched again very shortly. Obviously, Sissy Spacek. So big fan of Carrie. So when I was collecting physical media, when I had the collection a couple of years ago, I did have the Arrow special edition box set of Carrie. So again, another regret not losing, but clearing out all of my Arrow collection. I think my Arrow collection, between regular Arrow, box set special editions, 4Ks, steel books, I probably had 150 titles just from Arrow alone. So big regret, but you know, you live for the moment, you learn your lesson, and it's all stuff we can get back. So you know, it is what it is. So I'm looking forward to rewatching that one again shortly. So there we go, there's Carrie. Next up, again with a slip. So super happy that that these all had slips and they were all in really good condition at really good prices. And it is It Follows. Now, I've not seen this one for years now, but it has been on my radar to rewatch. Absolutely pristine condition slip, and a really good film as well. Big fan of this one, but it's probably, I don't even know when it came out. It's got to be 2 or 3 years since I last watched it. But yeah, really good horror thriller. So there we go, there's It Follows. And then the last one for today, guys. Those of you that recall my collection previously all know I'm big into my shitty shark movies. Always look to pick them up on DVD where I can, or if they've had Blu-ray releases and they're nice and cheap, then I'll pick them up on Blu-ray. But again, Horror Asylum had this one, and it had the lenticular cover as well, which probably won't come out very well on the camera, but trust me, it looks absolutely superb. And it is the original Sharknado. You don't get much better in shitty shark movies than the Sharknado series. So, big fan of the Sharknado series. I know a lot of people that enjoy these ones probably say, oh, well, maybe 1 to 3, and then they started to go downhill. But, you know, they're the sort of, it's the sort of franchise that I can enjoy them for what they are. You know, switch the brain off for an hour and a half and just enjoy the stupid, childish humour that, you know, that's in the movies, and enjoy them for what they are. So, but yeah, I don't think that lenticular's coming out too well on there. But yeah, you can see there that it's got the slip cover. And this one was just £3. So, but yeah, can't beat that with the lenticular cover. So there we go, guys. Ugh, blimey, I really can't talk today. I think I need coffee. I had a really shit night's sleep last night. So, but yeah, that's my pickups, guys, from Horror Asylum over in Hartlepool. I'll leave a link, not a link, I'll leave the address details in the description. So if any of you guys are based up in the northeast and you want to go and check out an independent horror shop that's literally, I mean, probably by the time I go in, it'll be stacked floor to ceiling the way Susie's adding stock. So some absolutely superb items. She also does custom pieces as well. So seen some nice stuff in there, like, you know, she'll take, if she gets traded in like loose NECA figures, she'll take them and put them into, you know, like a, what's it called, a diorama, I think it is. So she'll put it into a background. She's just done one with Jason Voorhees, and she's done a diorama where you can see like a section of the woods behind, and Pamela Voorhees' tombstone on the ground and all that sort of thing. She's done a really good job. Super creative person. So she does a lot of custom pieces like that as well. So if you're interested, guys, in anything horror and you're up here in the northeast, have a look in the description. Also, if you go onto Facebook and just search out the Horror Asylum, you'll be able to find the group, and Susie posts updates and pictures regularly with new stock that's coming in, and things like that. So if that's your bag, guys, please check it out and support a really top-notch independent horror person up here in the northeast. So there we go, guys, that's my video for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments any of those movies that you've seen before and you've enjoyed, or again, you know, if you've got any recommendations as to ones that you think I might enjoy, then let me know in the comments. Always nice to interact with you guys. Video wise, like I say, I've got 2 pickups to do, so both of those will be recorded in the upcoming week and uploaded during this week. So as always, guys, please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, I should be back in the next couple of days with another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.